We're heading out back to Mount Isa. We're at 8,580 kilometers and another adventure. Should be a good one. It's now 3:36 in the morning and it's already 30 degrees and it's not summer yet. It's going to be a hot year. And Mount Isa has had a lot of 40s. So what's 30 degrees, I think, is around 90 Fahrenheit. So it's already quite warm. Alright, I've got a full tank of premium 98, so we'll see how our fuel economy goes. Going the first leg though, there's a lot of hills, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're going up the Kuranda Range, and I want to show you the headlights. So that's high beam, nice, they've got good throw, but the problem is, I don't like is they, in the corners, they don't have a wide view, so quite often in the corners you can't actually see around the corner as well as you'd like to. And also because they're so bright, they have that line at the top being LED. They have the line at the top, so here you go, there's a good example of you can't see around the corner too well. In the straightaways they're great. Going uphill around corners, you can see, I can hardly see around that corner. That's one thing that I'd like to be a little bit better, is have a wider wider range close to the car for those corners. But when we get to long straightaway, you can see the lights are fantastic. They work really well. They just a little bit lacking in tight driving, in tight corners and that's something I'd like to improve when I get the spotlights, if I ever get them, if we get a bull bar. So I'm on high beams now, and the cornering lights only work if you're below 60 kilometers per hour. So that makes it great for pulling into my driveway, but not very useful out here. Alright, so I'm at 100 kilometers per hour speed limit. That's the Waze GPS speed, but I'll take you can see I'm at 104, 106. So it reads 4 kilometers per hour higher when you're at 100 kilometers per hour. So, oh, can I see that? And this is the heads-up display. Hopefully you can see. I think it's an excellent heads-up display. It works very well for me. The dash, I don't know why they have the privacy dash, so my lovely assistant can't see the speed that we're going. She can with the Waze, but yeah, so like I said, if you look at the lights, we've got great throw. They shoot off. They're fantastic for distance, but like I said, close to the car in tight twisty roads, especially with hills, not the best. Welcome to Ravenshoe. Well, we're not there yet, but it's very foggy. It's always foggy around here, it seems. And we're just at pre-dawn. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:12 to be exact. We've had a good run, and we're counting the amount of dead animals today. So far we're up to 2. That's going to increase. But we did see a deer on the side of the road in Mariba. Not kidding, a proper deer with antlers and everything. So that was kind of cool. We haven't seen a wild deer in Queensland for many years.
bit foggy.
Yes. And then if I put on the high beams, you'll see what I mean. You can't see anything.
No.
Very foggy. We're in the highlands. Around this area, we've gone up to 1,200 meters.
Oh, cows.
I don't know what the altitude is here at the moment, but we'd be over probably 1,000 meters. So we left Cairns at 3 whatever it was in the morning, 30 degrees. We are now in Ravenshoe. It is 5:16 and 18 degrees Celsius. And a bit of fog.
Just a bit.
And on this trip I have an assistant doing the filming for me, which is nice. Nice to do the trip with company. We're in two minds about going up to Karumba, but we'll see. We'll see. It's it'd be nice to see the Gulf of Carpentaria. So besides being famous for being Queensland's highest town, Ravenshoe is also famous for its wind farm, which has been around for a while. It's not huge, but it's pretty good. And of course roadworks. Always roadworks. We thought we'd stop for a few seconds and take a look, stretch our legs. There you go. The famous, not so famous, Ravenshoe wind farm. Beautiful countryside up here. And Lexus. Oh, there's, probably can't see, the zoom on GoPros are not that great, but there's a lot more wind farm over there. This is all dairy country, lots of dairy cows everywhere. It's a beautiful spot, nice and chilly after being so hot for so long lately. And then, of course, we've got Lexus. Looking good. Going great. I know I need to work on my video skills, so I do apologize. So far we're averaging 13 liters to 100k, but I'd reset everything before we left the house, and a lot of hills. It should get a bit better now. We should be back into low 11s in the next little while. Okay.
Just showing the
bushfire
and stark contrast, you know.
It's almost dry. Never seen it that dry. In at Hot Springs. Okay, here's Lexus, and if you're not from around here, That is a termite mound. That's how big they are. As you can see, pretty solid termite mound. But I parked Lexus up beside it to give you an idea of scale. Pretty cool, eh?
Big room.
In the middle of the road. So here we are, back in the original spot that I started filming a few weeks ago. But to make the videos a bit more interesting, I've got a drone, DJI Neo. Hopefully these videos make it a bit more entertaining. Let me know your thoughts. There's something on the screen, on the lens. Single lane bridge. You let the big boys through first, that's for sure. So we're back on Highway 1 still, and if you've seen my other videos, you've listened to me complain about how this is the highway around Australia, and it goes to one lane bridges and one lane of bitumen. And we, smaller cars like this, have to pull over for the big road trains, which, that's fair. But the fact that they just couldn't be bothered to finish the road, I don't understand. It's Highway 1, it's the main highway around Australia. If you're ever doing the lap of Australia, this is the road that you're taking. And then you come around, let's see if, I think it's coming up. it drops down to one lane, dirt on each side. And I know there's not, here we go, I know there's not millions of cars on the road and the rest of it, but you'd think that they would do more than just a half-assed job. They'd go either way, either completely dirt or 2 lanes. And they only do it for little sections. Why couldn't they finish it? Madeleine's trying to hang on to the GoPro. So yes, but the road, this road is so much better than going up the Bruce Highway down to Townsville and then across. The Bruce Highway is a terrible road. Very busy, no overtaking lanes, people take chances, a lot of accidents on the Bruce. Well, here, yes, I have to go off in the dirt every now and then, but there's hardly any cars. And overall, the road, other than these sections, is really good. So it's a much better way to travel inland from Cairns to Mount Isa or to the Cape. We're still considering going to Corumba and checking out Corumba and the Gulf of Carpentaria. We'll see how we go, time-wise. We want to get into Isa before dark because of all the animals that come out. And we've seen some animals today, let me tell you. We've seen roos, cows, parrots, cockatoos, the palm cockatoos. What else have we seen, Madeline?
Dead emu.
Dead emu.
Maybe.
Yeah, so we've seen a fair bit already. A lot of animals on the road, a lot of kangaroos on the road. So it's been a good drive so far. A bit of rain, as you can see, it's still a bit wet. So yes, and we're coming into Georgetown, and we go over that very narrow little bridge. You'll see that in a couple of kilometers. And yeah, it's a good road. And leaving early, we get the bits where there aren't a lot of wild animals on the roads done in the dark. So when we get out to where there's a lot of wild animals on the road, it's light. And right now it's 8:15 in the morning, so we've been going for just over 4 hours, and we're pulling into a town called Georgetown. And there's a very little bridge here, which is quite funny. Check out the sides of the bridge. They're just encased in rubber from the road trains rubbing up against it. Okay. The little happy sign is not happy with me. I'm going too fast. There we go, it's happy now. Okay. Oh, it's not this one, it's the next one with the narrow bridge. But you can see where they've hit the curb. And look at this riverbed. Imagine if this is flowing. That would be insane. So we'll be stopping in Croydon, which is ahead of us, and we're down to 11.7 liters to 100k. I expected to have been doing better by now, but we'll see. We'll see once we fill up again. But again, we can only put in 91 octane in Croydon because that's all they've got, and we pay a premium for it too. 148 kilometers to Croydon. Imagine living out here. More rolling roadblocks. Yeah. Moo. Moo. Hello. We just seen a stack of roos, a bustard, and
Frilled neck lizard.
frilled neck lizard.
Couple
First one
wallabies.
I've ever seen in my life in the wild.
Couple roos as well.
See the termite mounds out there? All the little termite mounds. Pretty cool. So here we are on Highway 1 as always, and having to pull over to cars onto the gravel. He's been good, but trying to be careful. I'd rather go on the dirt because I've got a car that can do it, and if they go on the dirt, they can always throw a rock up through my windscreen again. And that's not going to happen again, I hope. Gilbert Gold. What are they? Are they mangoes? Or...
I'm not
It deafened everyone with the sound. This is the Gilbert River that I was talking about, where it's very narrow. And look at the rubber on the sides. That'd be a bit scary if you're in a big semi. Climb the curb. Wide river, isn't it? Pretty cool here.
Looks like there's a croc over there.
There aren't any crocs out here.
No, that's what I said it looks like.
Let's go with log. Lots of animals.
Lots and lots.
Still lots of animals. Too many. Okay. Really wants us to get fuel. Insufficient petrol. 596 kilometers. Averaging 11.5. It's been coming down as we hit the flats, but now we're doing 110k an hour, so we're going a little bit faster, and it should average out at about 11.3 I found, but it says 13 kilometers to empty, as you can see. Now, how many liters do I have left in the tank? I believe I will have 15. We'll see. Okay, I did fill up 65 liters. That leaves 15 in the tank. $2.07 a liter for 95. So, Croydon, it's pretty cool. I like the spot. Here we are in Normanton. This is the river that goes through Normanton. Absolutely full of crocodiles. That's as close as I'm going to get to the water. Car is going great. Enjoying it. So yes. Oh, you know how I just said a lot of crocodiles around here? Well, that's a slide mark, and that's crocodile tracks. So yes, there's a few around. Don't get too close to the bank. A doctor was taken a couple of months ago walking along a river like this. There was a bank. It gave way. Crocodile was waiting for him. He was taken in front of his wife and children. So, yeah. Thankfully, though, I could probably see them on dry land if they were coming for me. But yes, crocodiles are a constant threat up here. Well, here we are, big sky country. Not as big as when we come back. I'll show you an amazing sight on the way home. We'll go a different route. But yes, this is grazing land. There's is a lot of cows, and we're at 86 dead animals so far this trip. Not that we've killed, that we've seen. Gotta do something to, 87. I gotta do something to keep our attention. But it's going well. It's a bit hot out there. It's 36. So what's that, about 110 Fahrenheit maybe? We're in between Normanton and Cloncurry, about 100 kilometers or 60 miles north of Burke and Wills Roadhouse. So yes, this is what the road's like, and you'll see it goes into one lane for a little while, then 2 lanes again, 1 lane, 2 lanes. They just couldn't be bothered to do 2 lanes the whole way. Yep.
Oh, the little baby emu.
Oh, are they emus or they're brolgas?
Ah, brokers. Ah, I see.
Big tall brolgas. Pretty cool though. So we're coming up to Burke and Wills. They were 2 explorers. There's a whole team of them. Explorers back in 1861. They had a camp along here. And now we've got the Burke and Wills Roadhouse just up here on our left. More inept explorers I don't think there's been, to be honest. These guys were completely incompetent. It was incredible. They all died. Well, most of them died. The lucky ones were fired early on. But yeah, so Burke and Wills is a fascinating story. And here it is. The Burke and Wills Roadhouse. We're just going to go in, grab a drink, soft drink, and continue on to Cloncurry.
So this side you can see it's all burnt by the fires, and then you look over the road and it's still green and luscious. So you can really see how the road has served its kind of sub-purpose of splitting up the terrain and making sure the wildfires...
Fire break.
Yeah, it's a fire breaker, so the wildfires don't, you know, spread everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, we're just about into Isa. It is 4:32 in the afternoon. We've done just shy of 1,200 kilometers, which is about 750 miles, and the car is just almost at 10,000 kilometers, 6,000 miles in just under 2 months. The car does not like hot weather for fuel economy. It was almost 40, it was 38, 39 on the way here, and I just barely got into the 11s. When I got the car in September, at the end of September, when it was quite a bit cooler, I was getting low 11s. That's something to be aware of. But between the two of us, I'd say still comfortable, still enjoying the car. Close call with the kangaroo. That was interesting. But yes, a lot of dead animals, which is a shame. I think we counted 142 that we could see in the daylight, and those are the fresh ones, not the old stuff. Everything from 3 cows, an emu, 2 lizards, snakes, and then mainly a lot of birds, and then the kangaroos were the rest of them. So sad, but it is a reality. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll do another one going back to Cairns. We're taking a different route, which is quite beautiful as well. So I'll show you that next time. Thanks for watching.